Well, greetings, Business 10 students. This is Mr.D, and this is week number 7 in our business introduction to business course here at Norco College. And I'm going to be sharing my screen here this week, but we're going to be looking at 2 chapters this particular week. As we close out, we're wrapping up very quickly, and we have less than 2 weeks left in the class. And so keep in mind that we're going to be covering 2 chapters this week and another 2 chapters next week as we wrap up our course here at Norco College. And I'm going to go ahead and be sharing my screen here so that way you can see where we're at in the class. So here we are. We're, of course, in module number 4. Since we only have 2 weeks left, we start our 4th module right now. And this week, we just ended our 3rd module yesterday. And so now we are working on the last 2 weeks. It's a little bit less than 2 weeks because the class ends on a Friday, a week from Friday. And so we'll be finishing up the course. So this week you're going to be looking at chapters 2 and chapter 17. In our textbook, chapter 2 deals with economics and chapter 17 deals with accounting. And these kind of go hand in hand because it deals with kind of the financial picture of a business. There is a PowerPoint for each of those 2 chapters. There's a homework on supply and demand. And it talks all about when you have, supply, what happens when you have a little bit of supply, then what happens to demand, it goes up. What happens if you have too much supply, then demand goes down and cost goes down. So we're looking at the association between supply, demand, and cost. So you'll be looking at that in this worksheet. It's really interesting. Then you have a quiz on chapters 2 and 17, and then you're starting your 4th and final discussion post talking about what happens when we print too much money, which is what's happened over the past couple of years with COVID. So it's very interesting what it does to our economy when we have too much money floating around in the economy. And so you'll really enjoy that topic. And there's some questions to ask or answer, and some, of course, I want you to view and comment on other students' posts. So that'll be this week. Again, chapters 2 and 17. Now, last week we started our look at a little bit at marketing, the last bit of marketing. We talked about distribution. We talked about placement of products. We talked about promoting products, and all very important stuff. But now these last 2 weeks, we get into the financial piece of business. And so you'll really enjoy that, especially if you like money and finances. And of course, we often ask the question, why even have a business? Well, because, we want to make money, and that's really great, but you also need to know how to manage your money well, or else you're going to find yourself in a lot of trouble. So that's what we'll be looking at this week in our class. And so we have basically a week from Friday, like I mentioned. So we have like 12 more days, and then we're done. 12 more days. So keep up the good work. Make sure you get everything done that needs to be done. If you need to go back and make anything up that you've missed, please let me know. If you're below a 60%, you might want to go see where you're at right now. Let me know. I'll do what I can to help you get caught back up. So that way you at least pass a class with a 70%, which is a C. And that I'm willing to help you do that over the last couple of weeks. So please don't neglect it. Please check out where you're at and see what you can do to bring your grade up to where it's passing if it's not. Or if you're at a certain grade level and you want to go up, but you've missed a few things or did poorly on something, let me know. I'll work with you to help bring your grade up if that would help. So next week will be our final week. And again, there is 2 chapters to look at. I'll be going over this in our final video next week. Be watching for that. But that's it for today.